Hello everyone and welcome to JC's Garage. Today I'll be showing you how to do an oil change on a 2009 to 2012 BL Mazda 3 MPS, or otherwise known as a Mazdaspeed 3. The only tool required is actually only a 17mm spanner or socket on a ratchet. Today I'll be using 10W40 Penrite oil and a Z632 Ryco filter. Now, if you decided to go with it, here is our engine flush we'll be using. This one specifically, if you follow the instructions, it says start the engine and run 5 minutes. Application rate is 50 milliliters per liter of oil. This car takes nearly 6 liters of oil, so I'll be using around 2/3 of this bottle. Add engine flush prior to oil change. Restart engine, let run for 10 minutes. Allow it to cool, then drain oil and replace filter. That's what I'll do. I'll add this now, then we'll let it run for about 10 minutes and we'll go from there. Now we set a timer and we're back then. So that's 10 minutes up. Let's turn off the car and get ready for the change. Now for the next part, we're jacking up the car. The easiest way to do it is on a pair of ramps. These specifically are made from GK Tech, an Australian company. So we'll drive the car up on ramps so we can get the jack under completely. Before jacking, you want to make sure that you have bricks behind your wheels and your handbrake is on as tight as possible. Jacking the car, you want to go on the strongest point possible, and here is the center cross member for the front. Once you're under the car, you now have access to your filter, and you'll also have access to your drain plug. Alright, so now we have our oil drain catch and our sun plug up here. Have a ratchet here with a 17mm socket. We'll loosen this and take it off. Once it's finger tight, you're going to try and put your hand up here. Make sure it lines up. Your hand up here. So that way, when it's ready to come out, like now, you can just flick up. That's it. No spillage. Put our sun plug back in. You're going to get it to as far as you can with your finger. With your ratchet, make sure it's tight snug, and then just a little bit more further than that. That's it. Clean up all the old oil. It's just sitting there. That's all the engine oil drained. You want to have your drain catch ready. This is the filter here. You want to turn it until it starts getting weak. Put your catch directly under. Once you're ready, working at Mazda, I found the easiest way. Spin it like that, then just spin it around like that, and it'll start dripping at a fast rate. Now in this position, it's nearly inevitable to get oil on something, so either get yourself a rag and put a rag on top, or some gloves, spin it till it comes off, and that's it. You want to clean all this old oil up. And here we have our old genuine filter and our new Ryco filter. So obviously you can see there is a size difference in filters. Every company makes different filters. The size isn't really that much of an issue. It's more of the quality. Ryco obviously a very well known brand. And obviously Mazda well regard themselves. They are similar prices, so it depends on what you want to go with. However, this is just easy to buy, just on its own. So next what you want to do, get your filter here. You want to take some oil and just rub it around the sealing. Now obviously you don't want to use oil if you've had a problem with your engine. However, some oil like this that is still pretty good, there's nothing extremely wrong with it, you can just use just to help with sealing. So once that is fully oiled, go back up here. Spin it on, it's finger tight, so you pretty much can't go anymore with your fingers. That's it, filter's on. So you pretty much just want to clean up these cars. If there is a wind, they will get oil under the pan. My pan is fine, a little bit of oil here, that's fine. We'll just clean the filter as well, so it's nice and clean. It's made to take 5.7 litres. This is 6 litres, so we're going to pretty much use all of this. There'll just be a little bit left. Let's start. Now I put about 5.5 litres in. There's still around half a litre left. Obviously you don't want to go over too much because you might not have drained all the oil depending on the angle that the car's on. Now you want to make sure you put your cap back on. It's time to start the engine. Once you start your engine, you're going to want to let it run for about 20 seconds and then turn it off. So after you let it run for about 20 seconds, turn the car off. You want to go under the car. So first check for leaks in the filter. You see that nothing's leaking. Next have a look at the sun plug. Make sure there's no leak either from the plug itself or the washer. And that's it. Next thing that we're going to want to do is take the car off the stands, put it onto flat level ground. That way we can check the oil level. Ground. Here is our dipstick. We're going to take it out. Clean oil as it's coming off. Now we have a nice dry dipstick. Put dipstick back in. Pull it out. Now, as you can see, the oil is just a minimum, so we'll leave it out for now. Take the cap back off. We'll proceed to add some more oil. You want to let it sit for about a minute, just so that all the oil has time to drain all the way down to the bottom of the sump. Alright, so I proceeded to add some more oil. So pull out the dipstick, we'll clean it off again, put it back in, pull it out, and let's have a look. So now as you can see, this is perfectly on the max line. Don't want it any more, don't want it any less. So that's done. Gonna make sure to put everything back together. And then you have it.